people have to believe that they want to improve how they teach and that there are other people who might have ideas for them. Was it hard to get going with that basic assumption that, hey, we can all do better than we're doing right now?
Once a staff and a leader in a building or a principal commits to giving teachers time in their school day to actually work on instruction, when teachers are granted that time to collaborate, it immediately transforms the culture. And at our school, we've really changed the way we do whole group learning, where we have a 45-minute staff meeting once a month. The first 30 minutes of that meeting is to talk about instruction. And sometimes it's me that's sharing with all the teachers, modeling new strategies, but oftentimes it's other teachers. And so we share that responsibility so that we create this collaborative culture that we're all learning how to be better teachers and learning from each other. In addition to whole group learning, you need an opportunity to come back to your content area. So let's say we just went and learned about strategies to help student dialogue. How do we help kids have more constructive conversations in class? Well, what's that going to look like in a science class? What's that going to look like in an English class? We need teachers to have an opportunity to work together in their content areas and process what they just learned in their own context. And the other thing about small group training is, in order for professional development to be high quality, it has to be hands-on. It has to be interactive, and we know that that's how people learn. But typically whole group learning isn't very hands-on. It's kind of just input, right? So we need teachers to have a chance to apply what they learn, practice with each other. To take that a step further, teachers also need an opportunity for individual coaching. My classroom might be very different than your classroom. My students are different than your students. My instructional personality is different than yours. So when you're coaching, that means that the two people that are working together, it's a collaborative effort. It isn't one person who has the information and the other doesn't. The last piece, which has been the most exciting in our building, is we've started having teachers observing other teachers. So teachers don't have an opportunity very much to get out of their classrooms. We're really isolated in our rooms. Sometimes it's hard to reflect on your own practice when you don't even know what you're comparing it to. So in our building, we started having, we do it called instructional rounds, and that's where myself, our principal, our vice principal, and then we have about 3 other teachers who get a chance for an entire morning to go out and get to observe other teachers in action. And we take notes, we look at what, write down what we're seeing, or a lot of teachers will see something that even on the wall, or a little strategy that a teacher is using to engage a student, and like, oh, I want to do that in my room, and they'll write that down.
So there's a basic belief about how much you can engage the students and get them interacting or energized during the class period.
Yeah, and I think my message is we spend billions of dollars every year on this. And if we think of this as our investment, we're not getting that return on our investment.